Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I wanted to share with you guys what it is that I use to create content for YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok as a small creator. I know that as a small creator, we tend to think that we can't create content if we don't have all of these huge cameras, the expensive equipment, and all of those things. And I am just here to tell you that that is absolutely not true. I've been creating content for the last couple of years now, and I still do not have a lot of expensive equipment, and I have been doing just fine. I wanted to share some resources and some things with you guys that I use to create content on a daily basis. So let's get right into the video. First piece of equipment that I use when I'm creating content is obviously what I shoot with. And like I said, as a small creator or as any creator, you do not need huge expensive equipment to shoot content. I am currently using my iPhone 13 Pro Max to shoot content, and since I've started creating content, I've been using iPhones throughout. Started out with an iPhone 8 and then I bumped up to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and I have been creating content with these two iPhones ever since, and the quality is amazing. Settings are set to 4K at 60 frames per second, and anytime that I export in any of my post-production software, I use the same settings to keep the quality consistent. The iPhone 13 Pro Max, or any iPhone for that nature, has amazing camera quality and video quality, and if you don't have expensive camera equipment, or you don't want to go out and spend money on expensive camera equipment, then you don't have to. If you have an iPhone, then you have exactly what you need to start creating content for YouTube, TikTok, social media across the board. Just some tips when you are using your iPhone. Most of the time, I do just use the standard video application in the iPhone, but if you want more of like a cinematic feel, or you want more of like that movie-esque kind of feel to your content, then go ahead and try using the cinematic feature on the iPhone. I'm telling you, it will take your content up just a notch. It will blur out the background for you so that you don't have to do that in post-production if that's something that you're interested in. I will also sometimes use the time-lapse feature so that if I want a scene that is sped up and not necessarily caught at a normal frame rate, I will use the time-lapse feature to capture that scene so that I don't have to worry about bumping the speed up in the video post-production to 2x, 4x, 8x, or whatever the case may be. The iPhone has some amazing capabilities when it comes to filming your content. Like I said, you just have to play around with your settings, see if you like just using the video application, see if you like using the cinematic application, try using time-lapse, try using slow motion. You could really get some amazing videos and some amazing content playing around with these features on the iPhone. The next piece of equipment that I use when it comes to shooting or creating content for social media is my iPad Air. I use this thing for everything. I got it about a year and a half ago, and I have been using it ever since to edit, to go ahead and look up ideas on the internet for concepts. I use it to watch YouTube. I use it to do everything. Also got the iPad pencil to go with it to make editing so much easier, but I do not use a laptop or a computer. Unfortunately, my MacBook Pro that I had kind of like died out on me. I can still use it for some things, but I can't really use it to edit anymore. And I used to love having the option and the capabilities to edit on my MacBook, but it was a little bit cheaper for me to replace my MacBook with an iPad, and it was a lot more convenient for me to grab the iPad than it was to replace my MacBook Pro. So I just decided to do that when it came time to replace it. I use my iPad and my iPad pencil to do all of my editing, all of my applications and software on there, and it's absolutely perfect. Next thing is really a big one because there are so many different applications and softwares out there that you can use to edit your YouTube videos, to edit your TikToks, to edit any of your social media. Some people use Final Cut Pro, some people use iMovie, there's DaVinci, there's Adobe, there's so many applications to use. I personally use CapCut, and I use it on my iPad. CapCut is free, it's great for beginners, and I absolutely love it. I started using CapCut when I started creating TikToks, and I just thought it was so easy. I was using iMovie because that was what I had in the beginning before I found out about CapCut. I was using iMovie in the beginning, and I love iMovie, but it is very limited in the things that you can do as far as editing, transitions, and things like that when it comes specifically to YouTube videos. So when I started creating content for TikTok as well, and I learned about CapCut and all of its functions and capabilities, I said, you know what, this is so crazy, but like, what if I decided to use this to create or to edit my YouTube videos? And ever since I started doing that, your girl hasn't gone back to iMovie, okay? Now, as of right now, I cannot afford Final Cut Pro, but the goal is to eventually get to a point where I am using Final Cut Pro because it has so many capabilities and its functionality, so I hear, is great and is amazing. I would just love to get to a point in my YouTube career where I am using Final Cut Pro. But for now, I can do anything and everything that I need to do with my videos, with my TikToks, with my Reels, with my YouTube videos on CapCut. Like I said before, it is a free program. You can import different fonts into the program. It does come with its own fonts, but if you like to use funky, nice, aesthetic fonts, you can import fonts into it. You can import your own music into it. It is so nice to have if you do not have a Final Cut Pro, or you don't know how to use DaVinci or Adobe or Photoshop or whatever, and you just want to upgrade your editing style a little bit more than what the capabilities are in iMovie. CapCut is the way to go. If you haven't tried CapCut to edit your videos, I don't know what you're doing, but give it a try. You will thank me later, I promise you. Finally, the last piece of equipment that I use is more so of like a storage option. So when I have all of my files and my YouTube video is completed and I have the one large file, I need somewhere to store it. I try not to store things on my iPad or on the MacBook that I have. So I went to Amazon and I got this Lacy 1 terabyte hard drive, and this thing, like I said, it's 1 terabyte or 1 terabyte, whatever it's called, and it holds so much. So whenever I have videos that I think I could maybe reuse some clips, or I have the video completed and I want to keep it for whatever reason, I go ahead and I put all of that content on this Lacy hard drive, and that way I have it for storage, I have it to refer back to, I have all of my transitions, my music on here, I have all of my end cards, my opening credits, everything that I use on my YouTube videos or on my TikToks that I use for every video is on here, so that I just have a way to grab it and place it into the video. It's very handy. This was about $85 on Amazon, and I use it every time I'm creating, and so it's definitely a beneficial purchase. If you need a hard drive and you don't have one, I highly suggest that you get one. I will leave the link for this one to my Amazon storefront down in the description bar below so that you guys can grab it. I'm telling you, get yourself a hard drive. It will save you in the future from losing out on your content, from losing out on pieces that you thought, you know, you didn't need anymore, or pieces of content that you want to reuse. You can keep it all on here, and 1 TB is a lot of storage. You can store a lot of content on here. So again, I will link this in the description box below so that you guys can go ahead and get your 1 TB hard drive from Amazon. All right, so that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for sticking around. Like I said, as a small creator or a creator of any size, you do not need the most expensive equipment out there. You don't need the latest equipment out there. Yes, your equipment may take your editing and your content game up a notch, but what it comes down to you as the creator. Only you are going to be able to create the way that you do, and that comes with editing, that comes with music, that comes with your style, your personality, and no matter the equipment that you have, the equipment cannot take that away from you. As your content creator journey grows, your equipment will grow with you, and with that, I mean, as you start getting brand deals and monetize and all of these things, use that money to pour back into your business, to pour back into your content creator journey. If you can't afford the latest, the greatest, the best equipment right now, like I said, start with where you are. You will do just fine. I have been creating content for a couple years now, and while I do have one Canon DSLR and another Amazon camera, I don't use those cameras to record content. I use my iPhone 13 Pro Max, and it has been doing me justice ever since, and until I am ready to upgrade and get a new camera, this is what I will be creating content with. And as you can see from my videos have been doing well. The quality is great, the content is great, and again, what makes the video is me, my personality, my editing style, and things of that nature. Once again, thank you so much for sticking around for this video. Thank you for stopping by. If you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you. I am growing a family of cousins here on the internet, and I would love to have you be a part of that community. If you are a returning subscriber, a returning cousin, thank you so much for coming back. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave comments down below in the comment section. And until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.